In January 1992, a modest military transport plane took off from a base in Novosibirsk. On board were 7 people, 5 scientists, 1 liaison officer from the Russian army, and a technical operator. Their destination was the depths of Siberia in the Yakutia region. More precisely, a place known in local folklore as the Valley of the Dead. It wasn't the first expedition to this region, but it was the first one no one ever officially talked about, and the last that vanished without a trace. The team was sent to investigate geomagnetic anomalies that even specialists from the Academy of Sciences couldn't explain. For years, there had been reports of strange lights, sudden drops in temperature, equipment malfunctions, and the disappearance of animals in the area. But what happened that winter went beyond anyone's expectations. For the first few days, everything was normal. The team sent regular reports via satellite communication. They recorded data, set up 3 measurement stations in a 10 kilometers radius. Conditions were harsh but manageable. Temperatures dropped to minus 38 degrees Celsius, but the equipment worked and the team was well prepared. On day 11, one of the stations went silent. On day 12, another. By day 13, radio silence. The last recorded audio transmission contained only one word, spoken by a woman's voice. Fog. The military called it a technical error, but after a week with no communication, they sent a rescue mission. A helicopter with 2 pilots and 2 soldiers landed at the last known base. No one was there. Tents untouched, some gear still working, and not a single footprint in the snow. No signs of struggle, no blood. As if they had simply vanished. In one device, they found an unfinished entry. It's getting louder. I don't know where the sound comes from. It's not radio. It can't be turned off. The fog came at dawn. It doesn't smell like fog. It smells like blood. The investigation was classified. The official report claimed a GPS malfunction and navigation error. Families were told the expedition died in a plane crash, no crash site was given, no bodies were returned, no funerals were held. In 1995, a former Spetsnaz soldier, Alexei Malinov, gave an anonymous interview to an independent magazine in St. Petersburg. He claimed he was part of the recovery team. According to his account, a reddish fog hung over the camp, even though the temperature was below minus 40 degrees Celsius. The fog was thick, foul-smelling, and eerily silent. It seemed to muffle sound. Their compasses stopped working. Radios picked up constant static, inside which they heard something that sounded like a heartbeat. After returning to base, Malinov and the others were isolated for 72 hours. They underwent psychiatric evaluation, then were discharged from service. Malinov said he had to sign a document titled Protocol Crimson Fog Section 19, forbidding him from discussing what he saw. The document vanished. The interview disappeared. Malinov died in a car crash 2 months later. In 2001, a VHS recording leaked online. No more than 3 minutes of chaotic footage, tents, smoke, red light, and a woman screaming in an unknown language. The file vanished within a day. Copies were reported, corrupted, unplayable. The file name, C9_MGLA.tap. Today, no official database contains any trace of the expedition. The team members' names don't appear in university archives. The January 7th flight isn't listed in military records. Nothing remains, as if they never existed. But the locals still talk about the Crimson Fog, shepherds who lost their herds and found them dead without a mark, hunters who heard a heartbeat, like coming from the sky, people who say the sky darkens near the Valley of the Dead, that pine needles disappear, that dogs refuse to go further. Was it a scientific mission that met with disaster? A military experiment gone wrong? Or did they open something they shouldn't have? On one of the few remaining fragments from the mission, a field journal with hand-drawn maps, someone wrote, C9, do not cross. The fog is not a phenomenon. The fog is alive. You won't find this story in any textbook. No teacher will tell it to you. But there are places in this world that remember, and there are voices that never go silent. Subscribe for more stories like this. And remember, there are things in this world you don't explain. You survive them or you don't.